I'll be sharing with you a SaaS founder journey on how this product went from zero to $500,000 plus in annual recurring revenue. You'll be learning about the founder, why this company was started, and how long it took them to get their first revenue. To note, this is an older SaaS story, and the founder of the product is no longer the CEO, but I think the lessons from this journey still apply today. So first off, let's meet the founder, Scott Salkin. He's currently the chief marketing officer at another company called Gainsight, but he's the original founder of the SaaS product we're covering in this video. Before we dive into why he started the company, let's take a look at the product. It's called Allbound, that allows you to unleash the power of relationships, and it's one platform for streamlined partner acquisition, ensuring engagement, and enabling ecosystem growth. It allows you to automate your partner program, as focusing on partnerships is the best way to forge strong business relationships. However, this is a difficult process, which is why over 50% of B2B businesses have automated their partner relationships, and that's where a tool such as Allbound comes in. This is definitely a B2B SaaS product, and in order to get access to pricing, you do need to request a demo first, which is generally an indicator of a medium to large enterprise B2B SaaS product, as they do have to customize their pricing for each new customer they add on. Find it interesting as well that Gainsight is also a customer of Allbound, a product he originally started. So why did Scott start Allbound? And he spent his entire career working in high-tech sales and marketing. And this is a massive industry where up to 80% of an industry's revenue can flow through. And for 7 years, Scott worked at building a professional services business, helping companies build tools and put processes in place to be more efficient selling through this channel. And it was through this experience where Scott realized how big this problem is, and that's why Allbound was created, to help work with this channel. And Scott identified a huge problem, as despite being such a critical part of business, at the time when he started it, everyone would have told you that the channel was basically broken. The systems, processes, and workflows were typically just cobbled together or built internally. This made them expensive and difficult to manage, and overall this made them less effective. And so Allbound was created to make the channel partnerships a more simple, more predictable, and more cost-effective way to grow a business. And it was critical for small to medium-sized businesses and startups, as it could help scale revenue while decreasing customer acquisition costs. If you've gotten this far in the video, I'm sure you're going to be looking to build your very own Micro SAS. I have a complete academy on how to do so, and it's a step-by-step process that's going to show you how to build, scale, and profit from your very own Micro SAS, even if you don't have any product ideas or SaaS experience. There's a link for this in the description below, so make sure you check that out. Or if you're just looking for some Micro SaaS ideas right now, I have you covered with free Micro SaaS ideas you can steal for free. There's a link in the description below, and all you need to do is enter in your email. Scott generated his first revenue for Allbound. They had it before officially launching, as they were able to sell prospects on the vision and potential for the product. They were able to do so as well as Allbound was spun out of the agency where they had worked with clients for over 7 years who were facing the exact problems that this product was looking to solve. So this gave them an initial set of leads. From there, they landed the first couple of customers, and they convinced them with a brand name to do a webinar focused on highlighting their channel strategy and how Allbound fit into that. And this credibility helped drive registrations and attendance. This gave them 50 plus here, which helped land additional appointments and business almost immediately. And so they managed to hit $500,000 in annual recurring revenue within just the first 5 months by following this strategy. And before the first anniversary was up, they hit $1 million in annual recurring revenue. Let's now dive into some challenges that they experienced along the way. In terms of the biggest challenge for Allbound, it stemmed from their biggest opportunity, as their competition were longtime industry leaders that were pushing all old school archaic systems and methodologies themselves. And according to Scott, these weren't working effectively or efficiently, but even with this, there was a ton of familiarity with other businesses. They were comfortable with the process, even though it may not have worked the best. It's so much harder to implement a new change or a pattern of behavior. And so the biggest challenge for Scott and Allbound was sometimes forcing executive leadership teams to look in the mirror and admit that they needed their sales and marketing practices to evolve. As Allbound started to grow, Scott started to experience different problems they had when they initially started. At the beginning, the entire team was a bunch of do-anything employees and colleagues who were going to work their tail off and put as many hats as needed on it to help grow the business. But as Allbound started to scale, they had to think more and more about specialization, along with a separation of duties such as marketing, sales, customer success, development, and operations. These all needed to be split up to help ensure a more efficient and effective organization. To help bridge this gap as well, they did hire an agency, and this was to help assist with tasks they didn't have the capacity to handle internally, but weren't ready for a full-time hire. In terms of the first key hires for the company, the first one was a director of customer success. As they were selling an enterprise product with annual recurring revenue for each customer between $200,000 and $100,000, it was critical to growth and has a huge potential for stickiness. They really needed their customers to be wildly successful from day one, and that's where a director of customer success came in. The second hire was for a director of marketing with extensive experience in inbound marketing and content creation. And with that hire at this point in the company, when this interview was given, this was helping them generate 15 to 20 inbound leads per week that were extremely qualified and on average took 45 to 60 days to close. In terms of some parting advice from Scott to other founders who are just getting started in a SaaS company, his advice is that it all goes back to the first 10 people you hire. The journey is going to be long and hard. It's going to be 10 times harder than you imagine, but don't make it harder on yourself by focusing solely on hiring inside sales reps to pound the phones without having any marketing, branding, or thought leadership to back up your story. Plant your flag as an industry leader and help move prospects through the pipeline, as sales without marketing and post-sales customer success does not work. And this is going to cause you to churn as fast as you grow. So make sure you're really focusing on retention as well as customer acquisition. So this is going to conclude the video here on Scott and Allbound. Let me know in the comments what you think of this SaaS journey. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it so much if you smash that like and subscribe button below. Also leave a link in the description for the original interview done with Scott. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.